Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, Joyful Jessie. Tag along with me as I continue my journey to a simplified life. Today I'm going to tackle the first item on my summer bucket list, which is to declutter my hot mess of a mudroom and make it into a simplified, functional, and decluttered space. So make sure to stick around and watch. As we can see, this room needs a lot of help. There are shoes that we don't wear, school stuff, winter stuff, random mail. This has just become like our dumping station when we first walk in, and it just needs to be fixed. And this closet is just filled with just random things that we have stuffed along the way. So let's go and get started. So I'm going to start by having a bag. This is going to be my donation bag. I'm going to have my trash bag hanging off my drawer out there. Everything that's going to the trash is going straight into this bag. And this is going to be my tote for items that I want to keep, and that after I'm done going with the process of throwing and donation stash and keeping stash, and I can go through that again and sort, okay, this is what I'm going to use now, this is what I'm going to use later. Okay, since we are in the summer season, I know that things like hats and gloves are winter things that I'm just going to be putting in that pile and later on moving up into the attic for when the winter comes. It's trash. I shouldn't be having this, but for some reason it's been there for a very long time, so we're getting rid of it. One, not two, but three, and I have another one in there of these winter hats. Sean only needs one. Here's an example of something that I don't need, but I have held on to it just because maybe of guilt? I don't know. But this came back to us maybe like 8 years ago from somebody from church who went to a missions trip and brought these. And I mean, this is so nice and so very thoughtful. So I was like, okay, maybe we can start a system where we just hang our keys as a key hanger. So I put it there, and I have not at all ever used this. We painted this room, we've done so many things to this room, and put this thing right back on that hook, and we have never used it. So when I'm thinking of decluttering and I'm thinking of getting rid of things that I don't need, do I need this? It has been hanging in my wall for the past 8 years and I've never used it. No. Do I really have some sort of desire to hold on to this? No, not really. I mean, thank you, I appreciate the gesture, but I've had no use for it. I could donate this and somebody else can find it and find a use for it. So this is one of those things that after so many years, I'm going to let go. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I can't believe all this crap was all in that tiny little room. Oh my goodness. It's just insane. I love that I'm able to open my door all the way back. So that corner there needs to definitely stay empty, but after looking at it, my goodness, I have quite a big mudroom.
I got this awesome bamboo shoe rack from Amazon for like $40. Anytime I put something together, I like to put all the hardware that is left over underneath. I tape it so it will always be there if it needs tightening.
I came down to only 4 pairs of shoes that I actually use during the summertime. Like either because I'm going to church, I'm going on a walk, or I'm going to the store, or just going out in general. So I kept my Converse, my sneakers, because I use these very, very often when I go out. I use these on a daily basis. Like these are my Clarks and they're comfortable and I'm happy. It makes my feet happy. I'm definitely keeping those. And I'm only keeping 2 pairs of shoes for church, and that is my brown ones and my black sandals. These make my feet happy, they don't hurt, and it's literally 2 pairs I wear to church. So that's what I chose to keep. And it's amazing when you downsize and literally this is all you have. When I sat down and thought about how is it that I wanted to declutter this room, I decided to break it up into 2 goals. For me, I feel like I need more immediate, quick, attainable goals to keep that momentum going and to keep that motivation going. And I feel that when sometimes we think of decluttering, we don't do that and we just overwhelm ourselves. And that's what I did. When I first started, I took all my clothes and I put it all on your bed and tried to declutter that. And I felt so overwhelmed and kind of discouraged and intimidated. And as I've gone through this process, because this is a process, it is something that's going to take time, I learned that I need to personally set small attainable goals, reach those goals, and that encourages me and motivates me to move on to the next big thing. So my first goal was to declutter the visible space in this mudroom when I walked in, and that's what I did. I focused on the outside space first. When I walked in, I could see and I can hear my echo, and that is so satisfying. And now I am so encouraged to go on to my second step. And the second step is to go behind that door and just declutter that closet. That's the stuff that is not seen. But because of what I see is so liberating and such a great feeling. Now I have that momentum and that motivation to go back to the stuff that is not seen. So let's get to the second part.
If you are enjoying this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications.
I have a walk-in closet, guys. I can actually walk and move and do all sorts of stuff in here.
Now it's time for the best part, guys. This is my absolute favorite. Now that the clutter is gone, we can now make this an inviting and warm functional space. We get to decorate, we get to personalize, and we get to add some structure to this area.
These bins over here were such a good deal. I love them. They are so cute. They are like this made in India brand, and it's over, I got them at TJ Maxx. Unfortunately, they only had 4. So I just got 4. I wish they had all 6, but they were very inexpensive. They were only $2.99. So I bought all 4. I wish they bring them back so I can get 2 more for the other side. These hooks over here are like the best thing ever. My brother-in-law told us about them, and I found these on Amazon. They hold up to 50 pounds and they don't cause any harm to your wall. It just makes a tiny little hole. And if you have plaster walls like we do in this house, you know that you have to be very careful, and a little hole can be a big problem. So this is really cool. You just stick them in and they hold on, and then only this little bit is what sticks out. You can get them a lot smaller than these. I just got these because we hang all sorts of stuff in our house, but you do need a little bit of muscle. So Sean was the one who put them up for me back there and have you hang stuff up. I got this at Hobby Lobby for 50% off, so it was $15, and I love the look of it. And this one was a Christmas tree shop find that I had a while ago, and it was $5.99. And these frames I've just always used. And then the little starfish that I also got at the Christmas tree shop. You have space to just chillax out by the window now, huh? Oh, I just love my door opening, and the whole feel of this room is just happy to me. So it's been about 3 weeks since I decluttered the mudroom, and I have to say the system is definitely working. This is what it currently looks like, and people are actually using their designated containers. They're actually using it for what they're supposed to be. We went on a little walk in the middle of the rain yesterday, so the kids Mimi's raincoats and Noah's coat is there along with my helmet, so it's working. So what I decided to do was, I really don't like how the back of that is looking. I took a quick trip to the Dollar Tree because I wanted to cover that back, and I decided to go with these. It has like a floral black and white print. I wanted something that could be neutral. Eventually I don't like it. It's an easy thing that I could just remove, and it only costed me $1 per roll. I got 3 of these. I also got these little tags. There's 4 for $1, and they're the chalkboard tags, which is awesome. I got these to put on the little buckets, on the little containers, because when the fall starts coming and the winter starts coming and we have gloves and hats, I want everybody to put their stuff exactly where it belongs. And I got the little marker that goes with it for only $1. So a total, I spent on this about $4. So let's see. The awesome thing about these is that it has these little inch squares to help you measure out. Pretty cool. Beautiful, it's coming out. It looks so much better. All right, let's see. Let me put everything that was on it. We use this pretty much weekly now, so we need to keep that here. And this came in quite handy. Now, time for the little tags. So I'm gonna be honest, I've never done this before, so I'm quite nervous. I've never used these before. So apparently there's this little pin here. It has a chalk on it. You can twist it up. And yeah, you just again. So we're gonna start with Noah's. I'm rewriting these. I did not like how my other ones came out. See how much nicer that one came out. Super satisfied and so happy and so motivated in how this room turned out. It's just so satisfying. And on this journey to living a more simplified life, I've learned that with my personality, I need to take those baby steps. There's some people that can do the full steam ahead and just cram all this in and get it all done with me. I get burned out and I need to take little chunks at a time, and it's just so satisfying for me. So when you are simplifying, decluttering, or if you are on a journey to minimalism, which eventually I'd like to get there, it's not gonna be this year though, it's gonna take some time. First I will need to declutter and simplify, and then we'll talk about minimalism later on. Eventually I do want to make it to that point, because I 100% believe that everything that we own, we don't need, which is like one of the first steps that I'm doing is simplifying, getting rid of those first layer things that I know I do not need nor want. And then I'll move on into getting more into the detailed stuff of minimalism, which simplifying your house first makes it so much easier to then do that process. But I am so happy, so excited, so motivated by this room. I remember my sister once telling me that the entryway and the mudroom in your house is the first greeting that you or anybody that walks into your house gets. And that is so true. When I walk in, the first thing I face is this mudroom. And it does not feel good when it is all over, cluttered, and there's no structure. When I walk into my house, it's like, oh, I love it. This is so exciting. And it just gives me that momentum every single day. So I gave this room what it needed, definitely a declutter, but most of all, it needed structure. It was good to have this here, but if it didn't have a purpose as to where everyone would put their stuff at and define spaces, we saw what it turned out into. It was just a place where we would just come and dump stuff in and not put it in its space. Now that everybody has their designated location is amazing. Even like Noah and Solaris, like I don't have to chase them down. This makes me so excited, so motivated. And next up, the next projects that I will be working on is Noah's and Solaris's room. I've done a lot of simplifying, like I had mentioned before, throughout my entire house during 2020. So these three spaces, mudroom, Noah's room, and Solaris's room, were on my priority for this summer. And I have a couple of other areas I want to hit in my house, but those were like the three major ones that needed the most help for now. If you have been also in this decluttering situation, go ahead and let me know below. What is it that you're decluttering? What things have you learned? What works? What doesn't work? What type of declutterer are you? Are you the one that goes all in, or are you like me, little chunks at a time? Go ahead, pick a room, declutter it, simplify it, give it a try. You can do this. I know you can. If I did it, you most definitely can. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.